when people are receiving income during their retirement years, they're no longer working, no longer have a W-2, or no longer have self-employment income, we can try to paint a picture that looks like something like this. Give them, let's say, $120,000 of income as an example, and they pay less than $2,000 in taxes.
So the topic for today's show is more wealth, less taxes. I know you want to talk a little bit more about the distribution phase and how people manage their taxes during their accumulation phase, so that they're prepared to do that when they are then in the distribution phase. So I'm going to let you take it from here. Talk to us. What's your focus? How does that relate? And by the way, when you're doing this, let's get out of the jargon. What is accumulation phase and what the heck is distribution phase?
That's so true. Yeah. So in short, what I'm trying to do when people are receiving income during their retirement years, they're no longer working, no longer have a W-2, or no longer have self-employment income, we can try to paint a picture that looks like something like this. Give them, let's say, $120,000 of income as an example, and they pay less than $2,000 in taxes. Or another, concept is give them, let's say, just over $109,000 of income and they pay no taxes. And so that is kind of I would say, the result of strategically withdrawing from your different accounts that are based on how they're taxed when they make withdrawals.
Got it. So how are you setting this up for them? Boy, I would love to have $109,000 in retirement income and not have to pay any taxes on that. So how are you setting up clients to do that?
So we have to understand kind of how the tax code works without getting complex, right? You have income taxes on one side of the table, and you have capital gain taxes on the other side of the table. And what many individuals are not aware of is that there's 3 tax rates on the capital gain side. And that is there's 0%, there's a 15%, and there's a 20% tax rate. But those are determined by where you fall on the income side. So if your income, for example, you're fortunate enough to have income of $660,000 or more, you're now in a 20% tax rate on your capital gains. If it's less than that, but greater than $83,550, then you qualify for the 15% tax rate. And if it's less than $83,550, then you qualify for the 0% tax rate. But not very many individuals would like to make less than $83,500, right, when they're working and growing their wealth. But during the distribution or withdrawal stage, what we do is we limit or not withdraw at all money from what I call bucket 1, which is your taxable bucket when you make withdrawals, like an IRA or a 401k. So that becomes your new W-2 in retirement. And so if we, for instance, don't take money from that, which we have, right, as you know, until age 72 before we are forced to withdraw from that category, then we have no W-2 income, or we have no taxable income. And so then that's why we get the 0% tax rate. So from what I call your bucket 2 money, which is money that you had excess money and you invested it in stocks, bonds, or mutual funds, and hopefully you've made gains over the years, and then you can trigger those gains, and then those get taxed at 0% up to $83,550. And so the reason it gets to be $109,000 is because, as you know, every taxpayer qualifies for a standard deduction. Even if they don't give monies to charities, and that standard deduction allows individuals to take $109,000 minus $25,950, and that gets you below the $83,550. And so all of that gets taxed at 0%. And so that's kind of the concept. And then the other monies, if people want more income than that, then hopefully they've accumulated some wealth in that, what I call your tax-free bucket, which is a Roth IRA, that got introduced in 1996, or a Roth 401k, and cash value life insurance is another category, or health savings account. So then we can get income from that category, and it's not reportable as income. So kind of taking monies from buckets 2 and buckets 3 in retirement is how we lower the amount of taxes that individual pays during their retirement years.
Got it.